Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Kung Fu Bear. We're back with some more Railroads Online. You may have been watching my Run 8 series lately of my live streams on this channel. However, we wanted to go back to the Steam era. So I completely wiped out the entire map and went to the beta version. So we'll see night and day cycles and so forth, some new engines, some new physics. I have redone the entire tracks on the map, and I just completed connecting to all the industries now. So we'll get these cars, we'll get over to the sawmill, and we'll take a look. So I hope you enjoy. Kick back. This is version 2. Be right back. A little bit different whistle, as you hear. Take off the brake. Let's go get, we got some three-way switches now. You see the lights are burning bright now, whereas they were before, they just kind of lit up in the, you know, within this container here, and now they're actually projecting. So as it gets nighttime, you're going to see those. You see the puffs of smoke coming out now. Again, we're on the beta version right now. Railroads Online is going to, well, this is beta 0.57. What we're at. Got some new cars, some new rolling stock, some new engines. We're starting out with this one here that's gonna be up there at the lumber mill. Another thing that I've done is all right, let me see. Can I? All right, so that's the one coupler. Let's see if we can get, why can't I get to the other one? There's a pin in there. Right mouse. It doesn't seem to want to add the pin in the other one. Is that why? Nope. Is it, oh, maybe because I have to have this one in? I don't know. Let's see. Yep. So I have to have the front one connected now in order to connect the back one. That's interesting. I did not know that was a thing. And let's go forward now. Oh, wait a minute. Dummy. You didn't put a link here. So you can hear the new sounds now. Come on, give me the trigger point there to get that view. What I started to say was I also treated doing the railroad slightly different this time. At some point in the video, I don't know when, but in editing, I'll put a link or a map, picture of the map that I'm using, that I've created. And what I've done this time is, because of playing Run 8, now maybe know a little bit more about industries and so forth. So I've made it so there's a main line. Most of it's single. We have a yard. But the main line just basically goes between the industries, and the industries themselves, for example, both coal mines go to the smelter now. And so they'll drop off whether the coal or the iron ore there, and the main line locomotives will come and get it. So no more are we going into the industries to grab and, you know, service those industries. Those will be done with the smaller engines. And then there's some sidings, or in some of the industries. Well, there's some sidings outside the industries, but inside the industries themselves, storage tracks for processing and so forth. And then once you get outside of them, there's transfer sidings, if you will. And that's where the mainline engines will go to pick up those cars and drop off the empties. So I'm kind of excited to see how it works. This is the very first time I'm actually doing anything on this map since I've completed it from scratch. It took me about 5 days of many hours per day. we'll see how it goes. So I've got a triple switch here now that they've included this. So now we'll go back. I'll pick up our other cars. I've got a link and pin in that one. Let's get back into the engine and reverser. Give it a little bit of puff. About some. So these cars are the cars that I have here. These are only lumber cars. As a matter of fact, I think they're only log cars. That means I'm not going to be able to pull cordwood with them. So I just thought of that now. However, the older cars that do both cordwood, oh no, I'm sorry, cordwood is the level 2 car. But there are log cars that will not only accept logs, but they will also accept the steel pipes that we need for the oil production and also the barrels. So I got these guys here and we're going to see how they work out for us. I still have some handbrakes on, by the way. I can feel it. It's funny how I can feel it from a virtual sense. As I'm, that one's off. That one's on. Let's get a pin in there. Pin in there. And that one has the pin in. So now we'll turn off these handbrakes. I do like the sounds that they added. Also, I have not started anything recording-wise in a series or any sort of recording for this channel. But I've started playing Derail Valley as well, and they are just about to release Derail Valley as a, like the actual release version now. So out of early access, maybe beta still, I'm not sure. They're calling it a release version. Look at my fuel here and make sure I got enough fuel. So I'll be excited to play that a little bit. I've been playing it a little bit. Couple, I don't know, maybe 20 hours, 30 hours worth. Just getting familiar with how everything works in that game as well. I have all the licenses. I have all the ability to do anything in there right now as far as going anywhere and the remote. So played it enough where I've got some money, a little bit of money, and got everything that I need to be able to do any of the jobs that are available. So that will potentially come in the future. Right now I have so many sports games in the queue for YouTube that even making this video isn't really required, but these will just have to come out on a different day. So I didn't have a lot of time to provide content at the beginning of the year. Things are settling down, or have settled down a bit. So I've had a bit more time to do some more content. And of course, it's the railroad stuff, and you know, who doesn't like railroad stuff? Different styles of railroad stuff. We have Run 8 for the newer type of railroading. Not a big fan of sim rail, so I have not done anything with that. Of course, we moved on from the Dovetail game version. We're not playing any of that. We did not upgrade to Train Sim World 3. I don't like being limited. So we are choosing the games that we want. Okay, so why is that not going? I have a pin in it. Not sure. So it pulls that one in. And let's see if we can get this one again. How it goes. Not sure why. Let's take off the handbrakes on this and this. Oops, 6% still. So we're going to take these right up to the lumber mill itself. I'm sorry, we're going to take this up to the logging camp. And then we'll grab some logs and bring them down to the sawmill. I've already got some logs processing there. You know, we could always use more. It'll just chew through them until the beams and the just the lumber sides fill up all the way. But you can see it's getting dark. Now we've got some light. This is where the light actually comes into play. I'll have to look at buying a flashlight. Coming up at the first switch here. Once we get out of the area there of the, whatever that's called, where you sell stuff, freight depot. Pretty flat through here. Beautiful though. We have another switch here. Our freight yard is over there. As this locomotive is going to be part of the lumber industry, once we get into the area, this will never need to come out again unless it gets get serviced over there as well. So here's the transfer sidings, mainline transfers. Let's put on some brake. Then we're going to go back here. We can go by the lumber yard, or we can go straight up to the lumber mill itself. And I have turn style, or what do you call them, where you can turn the engines around. I'm going to set this handbrake here. We do still have that. So I'm going to disconnect the engine. Oh, I won't be able to. Well, I guess I can go backwards. You know what? Let's just push her backwards. Let's see how it goes backwards. I don't have turnarounds anymore. I mean, I do. Okay, let me show you this first. So we're going to go there. We are turning there. And let me take a look. Okay, so the way I've designed this, so this is the basically the industry transfer to the main line. This car or this train here, the engine isn't necessarily going to be coming out here. We'll have to figure that out. But for now, we're going to go. We're going pusher backwards all the way up to the sawmill. Not the sawmill, the logging camp. Let's see if we don't derail up here. So the turn off here comes from the lumber mill where planks and lumber is created from the raw trees. So those are going to be different types of cars, and they're basically just get shoveled out here, dropped off, and then the engine goes back, takes the empties with them if they're in it. If I need to take an engine outer in, or if cordwood needs to be delivered, this is the path that the cordwood would come. I may put an engine turnaround, roundhouse if you will, somewhere in this line so that we can get the engine flipped the other way so we're not always pushing. Now it seems to be okay. Everything on this map is mostly 2% grade, where there are grades. There are one or two areas that may go up to 2.5. So there's not a lot of large grade. I mean, 2 degrees is pretty significant. Alright, so here's coming up on our first, the siding coming up, either passing siding or a storage siding. I haven't figured that out yet. Probably going to be a passing siding if needed. I am using the Railroads Online Extended in order to kind of look over the whole railroad, but every time I click on it, everything goes pretty quiet. So this is a set of storage tracks here. There's a a roundabout here so I can turn the engine around if I need to at the industry. Let's see if I have a flashlight here. I don't know where the flashlight would be. Let's see if I can find it. All right, so we have an oil lamp actually. It says, but I don't. Oh, there we go. So then we can walk with the oil lamp. So since these are logs here, we're not going to load up So the way I did this, I can drop them off here, and then I can come back and shove them into these areas here. Cordwood, logs. I'll be able to load them up ahead of time. I have a 3-position switch on that one, only a 2-position here because I believe that's all I need. Some stops in the back so I can get a few cars in here at a time, load them and move them over if I want to. This is the logging camp. And since this is the first time I run it, I forgot where I was at, so I need to pull forward and back up into the right siding. I have telegraph stations here so I can get there ahead of time if I need to throw a switch. We don't need to right now, so we'll come over here. I might probably, I don't know if I need to or not. I think that's okay with the inversed switches since this is a siding. I might need to come down a little bit more, and that's something I might work on. But not right now. So it's daylight. I could revert this light off in the back. And let's come on back. Have no measurements or anything set up, so we're just going to be eyeballing where to stop. All the trees seem to be out of the way. We'll load up some logs. We'll take them to the sawmill, and then I was going to load from the back to the front, but you know what? I still got to come back, so I've not loaded any logs on here yet, so hopefully the track is not too far away or too close. Let's figure it out right now. So these now automatically load until they're full, hopefully. Again, hopefully. So we'll sit here and watch it load up. So it appears one of them will load automatically. The other one will not. That's interesting. Also, since these cars are smaller, they only hold 5 logs apiece. So we've got 10 on, and let's pull her forward. See, we went too far in that one. They're kind of short. Got to find that right balance. So maybe that's why it didn't go automatically, because it didn't sense the car was there all the way. That's what it was. You gotta find that sweet spot. Oh, look at the numbers on the car are off. Numbers. There are no numbers on this car. Numbers on the car are there. No numbers. But there were just a minute ago. That's different. Beta, so it's not a problem. Hopefully they realize that and fix it. All right, pull her forward and see what we get. Last load. We got 6 cars. See if we can stop it where we need to. See where that does for us. That might work. Might have to come back though too, because see, this one's a little bit further, but we'll see what it does. See, now the as you're loading, it pulls the numbers up, and that one's not going to load now, so we have to back her up a little bit. See if that will do it. Let's see when these numbers come off. They're still there. Here goes the 3rd log. Okay, and the numbers disappear on the 3rd log. So you have to get this just right. It could be because these guys are short. I don't know. That one's fully loaded. We got one more coming in here. How many logs we got left? Oh, they're still chopping, so filling up quick. All right, now that we're loaded, all we got to do is jump in and go down the hill. All right, here we go. I went ahead and I changed the switches ahead of us via Railroads Online Extended. Now we're going to head down the hill. I don't have any brakes on, but it shouldn't be too bad because I think it's only 2% maximum. It should be 2% most of the way. My fuel looks good. My water looks good. And I don't have that siding in use, so we'll leave it the way that it is. I'm not sure what happened there. I went inside. Maybe it was just me. It had to have been me. Something that I did in setting that. Got all of our cars with us. Pretty nice 2% grade down. Nothing crazy. This is the rail we came up on over here. Here's the sawmill. Again, this train, these tracks are not connected to these tracks here. So that's the process stuff. This is to go to the siding, and if we want to take this train to the siding, we have to go the other way as if we're getting cordwood. Let me put some brakes on here because I wasn't paying attention. Jump out. gotta get back up here. Actually throw a we got our now we can disconnect this and turn around right here. Get over to the brake. Just flip her around. Rotate it around, and I suppose, oh no, I don't need to. In this case, we're just going to do a 180. Connect to the engine to the other side. Take it back up. They've fixed these rotating turntables too, because now I'm just holding the left. You don't have to, like, if soon I let go, it doesn't rotate for like 20 minutes. It stops. If I let go now, see how it stops like instantly? That should be good. Now we can throw this switch here. And we'll go around. Grab the switch on the other end once we get there. Whoops. And we can pull. Jump out here. We'll throw this switch back. Run up here to switch. I could have also used this on the map if I wanted to. Well, once we pass it, let's do this. Throw this switch, and we're ready to head back up the hill. And we can do the same thing once we get up there, and that is, pull into the siding, swap positions. We can turn the engine around if we want to. We could also just push them backwards the whole way, because again, it's a closed line. These are on. Doesn't matter if it was, because they're empty now. Our fuel is 0, so let's get some fuel in. V5 is good. Oil pressure is good. Fire temperature is good. So let's let's reverse her up and let's get out of here. so this is all a practice run to see how I have a track set up as well. If I like it that way for doing jobs that are being done. Now make modifications to the map. We had that derailment before, if there's any funny business. Nope, that's just like me switching the view. So we'll stop here. As you see, the handrails on that side. Jump out over on this side. We'll use this siding here. Test out the siding, which is exciting. Of course, we'll worry about that switch after we get through it. So if we were trying to do this fast, it makes sense to just push it backwards, empty, like we did here to come up. Since we're not trying to do it fast, or we don't have help, I mean, it would be better with help, right? So we'll throw on e-brake there. And then I'm going to need to throw this switch. I'm going to reverse these guys. And then that sends me into the roundhouse. Get it turned around, I'll go down the siding, and that'll be all she wrote. Oh, wheels are in. Go to this side, flip it around. One tree. That's not bad. So far, one tree's in the way. Almost there. Stop too soon. That'll work. We'll jump out here to throw this switch here and this one, so that when we come back, if we do make it back, go to this guy here, see if we got stuck on the wall. So here it comes. This one's thrown, but as soon as the train gets here, we'll throw it in reverse. Alright, so we got through that. We'll just need to fix it on. We're done here. I did hit that a little hard, didn't I? All we gotta do is put these guys away and should be all right. See the numbers floating there again. I noticed that before. All the numbers are floating until they get loaded. All right, well, that's going to be it for me here. It's Railroads Online version 2. And this is episode 1 of that, so we'll get to visit all the other industries and see all the tracks. So I hope you guys enjoyed and come back next time. Thanks for watching. See you soon.